I'm going to be doing a tutorial on Color Street nail strips today. This is what it's going to look like when it's all done. Isn't it fabulous? Anyway, so I'm going to be giving you my best tips and tricks today, so keep watching. We are going to be using, this one is called Maldives Mint, and it was the hostess reward for anybody that booked a party or hosted a party in the month of July. And it's such a pretty color. Look at that. It's like a pretty mint, well, Maldives mint. That makes sense, doesn't it? All right, so this is what I'm going to be doing today. And then I'm also going to be applying a Shangri-La accent on top of it. Now, this one is kind of a sheer glitter, so it will lay over top and you will be able to see the color of Maldives Mint underneath Shangri-La. So it'll be kind of a fun accent. So I will be doing this on my ring and my thumb. My ring finger and my thumb. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Inside of each color street, you will find everything that you need to do your manicure. Let's go ahead and open it up. Oops, I ripped it. Okay. You even have, if you look on the back, you have instructions that will show you how to do it. But that's why you're watching this video, right? So that I can show you. Okay, so you pull out the package. So inside of each package, you're going to find the nail strips. Inside, there are 16 strips, and each one is double-ended, so you can get a really custom fit for your nails. You will also find some nail prep pads, which are just an alcohol wipe that is used to get any sort of lotion or oils off of your nails. And the last thing that you'll find is a nail file, and this is what you will use to trim up your nails. All right, so let's go ahead and open the package. It's got a little perforation on the side, so you can just rip it open. And I kind of messed that up a little bit. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to pull this out. So like I said, so there's 16 strips here that I will be able to use for my manicure. Okay, now I've done this quite a bit, so I know what sizes work for my fingers, but you will have to play around and figure out what works for you. I'm going to take this prep pad and I'm just going to wipe off my nails, make sure that they're really clean and ready to go. Okay. Next, I will start with the smallest size. This one works really well for my fingers, so I'm going to tear it off. Now, your nail strips might have an orange tab or a purple tab. I'm going to pull off this purple tab. This is just a plastic protective layer, and you can throw that away. Next, there is a silver tab. You peel that off. This is the actual nail polish strip. Now, all of Color Street's nail strips are 100% nail polish. It's not a sticker, it's not vinyl, it's nail polish. So then what you do is you take the tab and gently pull it off, and then you have two rounded edges. Now this one, you can see pretty significantly that one side is more narrow than the other. So you can just kind of look at your nails, and so for me, my left nail is a little bit more narrow than my right. So I will start with my left nail, and I always start from my pinky working in, because I use my thumbs a lot to kind of fine-tune things and trim things up. So I use my thumbs a lot. So I save those for last so they don't get messed up. Okay, so what I'll do is this one's just a little bit narrow for my pinky, so I'm going to just gently tug it so that it stretches just a little bit. That's what they're pretty forgiving. Don't pull too hard and be really gentle about it. And you want to make sure that your nail strips are at room temperature when you're applying them. You don't want them to be too hot or too cold. Okay, so then I'm just going to place it on there. Smooth out any sort of bubbles or bumps. Make sure you get the tip really well. Okay, so what I like to do is I take my thumb and I will just crease underneath my nail and let my nail do the trimming. There we go. And then if I don't like how that cut up at the top, then I can go back and take a nail file, and I probably will do that after I'm all done. But rub those tips down really well. Make sure you get your edges just like that, and you're done. No dry time, no heat needed to apply them. Those are ready to go. Okay, so then I'm going to take this other strip and I'm going to use it on my other pinky. So I don't have very long nails, and I don't like that placement. So I'm going to just pull it up, gently pull it up, and reposition it. Okay. Yeah, so I don't have very long nails, so I can usually get 2 nails with each strip. Okay. So once again, get the base all around the edges, the tip really well, and then once again, I'm just going to take my nail, and I'm going underneath my pinky nail. So my thumbnail goes underneath my pinky, and then the edge of the pinky is the one that actually does the trimming. But I'm just applying some pressure with my thumbnail. There we go. And rub that tip down real well, and my pinkies are done. Isn't that easy? All right, so next I'm going to move on to the next one. This will be on my ring finger. So again, that purple tab, pull that off, discard the plastic, and then you use the silver tab, which is the actual nail polish. Okay, apply that to your ring finger. Make sure that it's not touching your cuticle. If I kind of err on the side of being just a little bit too small, and then I can gently tug and stretch it to get a good fit. Rather than having it be too big and having to trim it up. You can do that with an orange stick or your fingernails, and I may have to do that later with these other sizes, but these first ones fit my nails pretty well. Okay, so once again, just take my thumbnail and go under my ring fingernail and trim up any of that excess, making sure that there's not any sort of like funny things sticking up. And then rub that tip down really well. Okay. Same thing on the other side. Okay, now this one's just a little bit big, if you'll notice, and I've already kind of started the process. I just do it so naturally because I do these all the time. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of take my thumbnail and I'm going to kind of press it down into that crease of the outside of my thumbnail, and it's just going to do the trimming for me. It's going to trim that up really well for me. And once again, take my thumbnail underneath my ring fingernail. And I just pull, see, it's getting just the extra of that side too. So there you go. That's how you trim them up. Like I said, I just usually use my thumbnail because I've got more control over it, but I know that some people really like to use like an orange stick. It's just a matter of personal preference. So play with it, do what you like to do. Okay, so I don't really want to use this thumbnail to trim this one because I just applied it, and it's going to take probably 15-20 minutes for it to actually dry to my nail, so I don't want any sort of lifting at the tip. So that's when I pull out my nifty nail file. Once again, make sure you get the tip rubbed down real well, and then you can just I kind of bend mine down like this, and then just at a kind of a straight angle, like perpendicular to your nail, you're going to file down. And don't go back and forth because that won't be good. That'll lift up the tip, or that'll lift up the nail strip. So just go ahead and do a nice downward file. And I find when I do this, it kind of sticks to my finger. So just peel it off, not a big deal. Alright, so then I'm going to take my accent nails, and you can layer these up. That's what's really cool about Color Street. Because they are nail polish, you just layer them up and it's not a big deal, just like you would paint on top of another color. I mean, it's just another layer of nail polish. Okay, so I'm going to open this up. And these ones have the orange tab. We're in the process of kind of changing things. So the orange tab is kind of the older color, and then I really like the purple, but that's just me. But that's the new color. So anyways, I'm going to use this one on my ring fingers, and then we'll try and stretch this one out really well for my thumbs. Okay, so I'm going to take this, peel back the orange tab, and then the purple tab. Not purple, this is silver. Peel back the silver tab. Okay, and I don't, if you can see that, I mean, it's pretty sure you can see my finger underneath it, so that will allow you to see the color of your first strip through these ones. Oh, this one's really soft. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to take this and apply it on top of my ring finger. And you can still see some of that blue or that mint color through there, which is so pretty. And this way just adds a little pop of glitter, which is so much. And these will last me for about 2 weeks if I leave them on that long. I probably won't, because I have a huge supply and lots of summer ones that I need to get through, but oh man, I just love that. How pretty. How pretty is that? All right, well, we are all done with our Color Street manicure. Well, that's it. Wasn't that so much fun and so easy? All right, well, if you like what you saw, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Also in the comments below, you will find links for my Facebook page and for my website, where you'll be able to find other amazing Color Street designs. Thanks for watching.